Hello there! It's nice of you to drop by. I hope you had a good day because I certainly have. For one, because I have finally paid my ale tab to this here fine establishment, and two, I'm just in a good mood. So much that I'm happy to take any advertisements and announce them all here, even though I'm a bard and not the town crier. What? There's no advertisements today. Oh, okay. Well then, that's quite a relief and a welcome change of pace. Well, there's still this small message from the barkeep, so I'll just say it while I'm still in a stellar mood. And so it goes. If you want to support us, please give us a like, share, and perhaps subscribe to our channel to help make us grow and bring you more stories. Here are the links below. Well, now that's done. I hope you find yourselves a comfortable corner with your mugs and jugs, and sit back as we continue with our tale, which goes like this. Khan had only one direction he could go: forward. He stepped into the open Phyrexian tunnel. The walls looked organic, winding through the stone like veins through a body. He followed the tunnel until it opened into a junction. Here the walls had been carved into a frieze. Unlike the materials he had seen in the workshop and embedded behind translucent stone, these cuts seemed crisp and new. It had the vaulted quality Karn associated with religious practices, such as the stained glass murals in Sarah's temples. In the frieze, a Phyrexian demon grasped a young human woman. The demon's elongated skull, bared teeth, and small eyes were depicted with loving detail. Each node of machinery and every exposed muscle fiber was polished until it gleamed. Small diamonds had been inset as highlights so that the demon seemed to move and glitter under Karn's gaze. In contrast, the human's profile, cut into the stone, was rough, her features drawn down into torment, revulsion, and fear. She held hands with another figure, whose visage had been carved, then intentionally defaced. A whisper of cloth brushing stone drew Karn's attention. He turned, hand still pressed to the mural. Humans always seemed so little to Karn. Only the tallest neared his height. All others were petite compared to him. These two, a man and a woman, were both small. The woman, her pale skin starved for sunlight and her brown hair ragged, had replaced her jaw with a hinged mechanism, small blades installed alongside her natural teeth. Where flesh joined metal, her scabs wept a sick yellowish fluid. Her older companion, a white man with graying, brittle blonde hair, must have incorporated his technology more artfully. His white shirt lay open to expose the artificial heart beating between his ribs, the portal into his body protected with a glassy material. He had also added extra digits into his hands. Both held chisels and large mallets. The sculptors, then, acolytes from the Society of Mishra, if their robes told him the truth. The female looked at Karn, then to his hand resting on the frieze, and shrieked in outrage. She launched herself forward. Her male companion followed her a second later. She took a swing at his torso with a hammer. Khan seized her arm with one hand, and she drove her chisel toward the intricate mobile plates along his abdomen. He grabbed her other arm. She grunted, straining against him. Her companion ran at Khan, raising his hammer over his shoulder. Khan swung the woman into her companion, slamming both into the wall. They fell in a tangle of limbs, nothing broken, just stunned to the ground. Khan bent over them and arranged their limbs. He held out his hands and generated restraints so that they could not attack him again. Iron particles buzzed at his fingertips, drawn from the aether. He called forth the metal in layers, building the restraints into bands on their arms and legs. He did not generate keyholes or a key, for he had no need to. The metal bonds were solid. The man moaned. The woman had enough fury in her to spit at Karn. The gob landed near his foot. They were so tiny. His strength, his reflexes, the facts of his body seemed an unfair advantage. Khan had torn through so many such creatures at Urza's request, walking through rank upon rank of soldiers like a lead weight through wet paper. He could almost feel it now, the resistance, then give of those bodies. The heat of their blood trickling into his joints, the long hours he had spent while Urza slept, cleaning his body with small wire brushes, scraping off the dried gore, digging out the clots from behind his knees. He had never felt clean enough.
You are not Phyrexian,
Karn said.
Yet you are here, and if I'm not mistaken, in service to them. What do you hope to accomplish?
You empty, fleshless husk. You desecrate our holy work with your touch.
The female acolyte's rage dulled to a glittering self-satisfaction.
Others will respond to the barrier being broken. Gix's blessings upon them. They will come. They will come.
Ah, yes, the network of wires in the walls. When he had broken through them, he had likely triggered an alarm. Perhaps these first acolytes responded as if some animal or natural event had severed the cables, but when these two did not report back, the others would not make such a mistake. Khan reached toward the female's face and, with a twist of his fingers, generated a metal gag. The only reason she hadn't shouted for help sounds would carry in these caverns was that it hadn't yet occurred to her. She glared at him, making muffled noises that sounded like curses. He leaned over to the male acolyte.
What are you doing here?
The male blinked at Karn. His pupils had dilated to different sizes. He was concussed. His speech, as a result, slurred.
Karn, I know you. It's good that you came.
Karn frowned.
The Whispering One has a plan for you,
the acolyte beamed.
She grows stronger daily. You will serve her. Sheoldred welcomes you. It's your destiny, Karn, to create for us, to help us, to become one of us.
Karn generated another gag so that this one, when he regained his senses, could not call for help. The acolyte accepted the gag almost as if he appreciated it, with a beatific smile. Karn stepped away. How had Sheoldred survived crossing between planes? The question he would ponder later. For now, he had to find her, to end the Phyrexian invasion before it started, and he could do that alone. Better that he did, for he could not be subverted. Venser's spark saved him from that. And so we have to end things right here. Though I can understand your disappointed looks, we shall all leave time to enjoy everything. A fine wine, a good meal, and even a nice tale. So until then, I will be here, waiting for you to come back again to tell you this story. And I am Mordecai the Solemn Bar. Until next time, goodbye.